the most powerful woman, no one elected. Inside the Natalie Harp controversy, YouTube script runtime target, approximately 6 to 7 minutes. Word count, approximately 1,050. Cold open, fast cut, punchy. She has no cabinet title, no Senate confirmation, no line item in the org chart that says most powerful person in the West Wing. And yet, for over a year, she reportedly worked feet away from the President of the United States without a basic security clearance. Her name is Natalie Harp, and this week she became the story Washington can't stop talking about. Stick around because this one has everything: secret letters, a decoy flight out of Turkey, a senator's viral jab, and a Secret Service that was reportedly alarmed. Let's get into it. Segment 1. Who is Natalie Harp? Before we get to the scandal, you need to understand the role. Natalie Harp, now 35, isn't a policy advisor or a cabinet secretary. Officially, she holds 2 titles: Special Assistant to the President and Executive Assistant to the President. Unofficially, insiders have a different name for her: the Human Printer. Why? Because Harp's job, as described by multiple sources, is to physically hand Donald Trump printouts, favorable news coverage, polling numbers, messages from allies, multiple times a day. She got her start as a host on the conservative network One America News, joined Trump's 2022 campaign apparatus, and by the time he was sworn in for his second term in January 2025, she'd become a fixture at his side, in the Oval Office, at Mar-a-Lago, at his New Jersey golf club, and reportedly sitting roughly 10 feet from him during the workday. That physical closeness is exactly why this story has exploded. Segment 2, the security clearance bombshell. Here's where it gets serious. According to reporting that broke this week, Harp reportedly declined, multiple times over more than a year, to complete the standard paperwork West Wing staffers need to obtain a security clearance. That paperwork is called the SF-86, and it's the same lengthy background check form required of nearly everyone with access to the president. Sources say the holdup only ended after White House counsel and security officials raised alarms internally, and Trump himself reportedly had to step in before Harp finally completed the process. The White House's response? Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt pushed back firmly, stating that Harp has a security clearance like everyone else, and calling her a loyal, hard-working member of the team. But critics weren't buying the reassurance. Norm Eisen, a former White House ethics official, called it shocking that someone with that kind of proximity to the nation's secrets could reportedly go without clearance for so long. And this matters because Harp isn't peripheral. She's described as a daily filter for the information that reaches the president's desk. Segment 3, the letters. Then came the letters. This week, excerpts and full copies of private notes Harp reportedly wrote to Trump back in 2023 were published, first surfacing through journalist Michael Wolff's research, then reported in more detail by the New York Times, and finally published in full by the Daily Beast. The tone was strikingly personal. In one letter, Harp reportedly described Trump as her guardian and protector, told him, "No one knows or cares about me more," and called herself unworthy of his trust. In another, she reflected on missing the days when the two would talk on the phone during her television hosting days. Segment 4, the decoy flight and the Ossoff moment. This controversy didn't erupt in a vacuum. It was already simmering. Last month, when Trump reportedly left Turkey on a secret decoy aircraft amid a security threat, leaving even his own Secretary of State behind on a diversionary flight, Harp was one of only a handful of aides who accompanied him. That detail became ammunition. Georgia Senator John Ossoff, a Democrat, referenced her by name in a rally speech that quickly went viral, mocking Trump for wanting to travel with Natalie instead of doing the job voters elected him for. The White House communications team fired back hard, but the comment had already done its work. It put Harp's name into the national conversation.